Hi guys, in this lesson we are going to learn the filter function and its use in practice. Let's first create a new file called filter. Let's name it filter. Okay, what's the filter function? Filter function is also the map function. It takes a list as an argument and the function is the expression. It exactly works. The map function takes the same argument function and an iterable list. Let's first create one list here called my list, and then add a couple of elements here. Okay, and now I want to filter this list here. In order to filter it, I will type in first list, then I will add the filter function. Then after the filter, I can first let's try to filter it with the lambda x and x greater than 5 will be my condition. This one could be the parameter, and now I will add I will add the name of my variable which holds all of my elements here, my list. If I click enter, you can see that it will print out the result here. It basically starts to filter the numbers which are greater than 5 in this list here. We are just assigning the list instead of the map here. We are defining the filter function, and it works fine here. Let's create another list here. Let's see that I have my list 2, my list 2 equals to again elements here, and I want to print out all the numbers which are even here inside of this list. In order to print them out, I will have to give a condition here. Let's first again, after the list, we will type in the filter here, and here I will type in again lambda x and give a condition like x divided. That's not divided, this is the percentage sign. We already explained it. What is it in the previous lesson? Divided by 2 equals to 0. Then if it has a 0 remainder here, print me the result. Here I will give I will pass this variable here as a second parameter, right? Type in it. If I click enter, you could see that it will print out all these elements, even elements inside of this list here. Let's give another try to use the filter in another way. Let's try to print out names started with a certain character. The character can be any character you like. Let's see that I have a list inside of the names variable, and it has the names Kevin, for example. Another one could be Altai, for example. The third one could be Kelly. As an example, that does not matter. And here I want to print out the names which is not equal to K. In order to do this, I will type in again the list filter, then I will add the lambda x, and now I will do I will type in x 0. This could be the keys is not equal to K. And here as a second parameter I will type in the variable, and it will print only this name here because it does not hold the 0 position, does not hold the K element, K character here. If I type in 1, for example, it will print out all these names, but our 0 character is the first character for each element here, and the first character here is A. That's why it's not matching the K, and it prints out the result here. Let's try to print out the another function. Let's try to say that I want to print out all the names which are greater than 4 elements. In order to do that, what should I do? I will again print out the list filter. Then I can pass in what? Lambda function again, lambda x, and here I will type in the len, give a condition like len, this x should be greater than 4, the length of those words should be greater than 4 character here, and pass again the variable name. Click enter. It will print out 2 names here. These 2 elements characters are more than 4 characters, and this one is less than 4 characters. That's why it's skipped here. Let's make another example and create 2 functions and call them with the filter. In order to do that, what you should do, you can create the function first. Let's see that I have a function diff function and call it like func and give a parameter of the colon. I will return this n by divided 2. I want just to print out all the even numbers. This is the function that I have assigned here, and now I will give a list here and try to print out all the even numbers with the help of this function, like this one, but I will do it with the help of function. Let's see that I have again this list here as my list, and now in order to do this, first I can even assign the variable here, list filter. Inside of the filter I would add what? I would add the name of the function first, this one, and the second one will be the name or the variable name that holds our list, my list. And now I can even print out this L variable and see that here it will return all the elements which are even here. You can make your function a lot longer, so you would filter a lot of items by creating a simple line of code rather than each time looping through the list. From here you could see that filter function has filtered out all these even elements here. But we already know if we are going to apply map function, we will type it like that. Let's see that I want to apply the map function here. First I will create a function, def function 2, right? And here I will pass a parameter and return what? Return, as an example, n multiplied by 100, but I want to multiply which n's, the n's which are assigned to the filtered option here, the elements which have been filtered here. In order to do that, I would first type in t. This is the second parameter, this is the variable name. Again, I will type in the list, then I will filter or map, sorry, and now I will pass 2 elements here. We have already explained it in the previous lesson how we would use the map. The first one will be this function name, the second one will be what? The list which have been already filtered here, L here, right? And if I print out the t here, you could see that it will print out the result here. It would multiply these elements to 100 here. Instead of the L, you could even pass this value because L is holding this functionality here. We could even use methods inside of the filter function if we want. What's the method function? Let's first create a string called str1, for example. It equals to characters and numbers, characters, numbers. And now I want to do what? I want to give a method, does not matter, in order to extract all these numbers as an example, but you could even use another types of methods here. I just give you the explanation of using it inside of the filter. In the first, as a first argument, you will type in what? str1, and adding the method here is, as an example, digit, right? The second one could be, this will be what? The second one will be the variable name, str1, and here I will do what? I will delete it because it should be str and print the result here. You could see that it will extract all these numbers here and skip these characters. This is just the method which have been called here for this string with the str and its digit method here. Okay, let's try to create the dictionary, and assign it to like keys and characters. Keys could be apartment, as an example, would be 500. Then after comma, buildings, building would be 300. This is just an example of dictionary. Farmhouse could be farmhouse could be 800 as an example. And now I will do what? I want to just filter these elements based on their values here. In order to do that, first let's give a variable list filter. After this filter, I will type in the lambda x, and now I can do what? I can print out all these dictionary 1 items as an example. Bring me the items if this dictionary 1 and x is greater than 300, else should be 0. And as a second parameter, I will add the dictionary name here, right? If I click enter, it will print out an error. Why? Because we haven't closed the parentheses here, right? Let's add one more bracket, and it has no error. If I print it out, it will print out farmhouse and apartment here. You could see that it will print out this one and this one, because we have given a condition that to be print out the keys and items which are greater than 300 here. That's it for now. I think that this video is really helpful for you. Subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Bye.